This is one of the most unvisited and special countries on the Gulf. With its warm climate, mountainous terrain and natural beauty, it is not surprising to see why tourism in this country is rising. This is the Sultanate of Oman.
Hello and good morning or good afternoon wherever you are tuning in from. We are on our route to Wadi Shab. So we left our hotel probably about 30 minutes ago, but we had to make a slight detour because the maps was taking us down a dirt track which through the mountain ranges of Oman in our hire car, probably not the safest of options. So we've now come on a main road now. We're first going to be heading to the Sinkhole. What's the actual name for the sinkhole, James?
The Bimmah Sinkhole.
The Bimmah Sinkhole. So that's our first stop, and then we'll be heading over to the Wadi Shab. So yeah, we're really excited and looking forward to having a nice little swim through the canyon.
Just had to stop in the middle of the road here just to make sure I don't run over a donkey.
Oh, flashing, 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 flashing. So the Wadi is about an hour and a half from Muscat. We have been told that you can get a stop off on the way where you can pick up some snacks, which is what we're going to be doing. So we're going to get there about maybe 11 o'clock-ish, maybe half 11. So obviously we'll be there at quite the hottest point of the day. So you need to make sure you can take plenty of water and plenty of snacks as well.
Yep, little stop off or halfway. You can just park out the front.
Just off to pick up some
supplies.
You know, crisps, water.
Here we are at the Bimmah Sinkhole. I think we just park up here, do we? Sinkhole National Park. So one thing I will say about this country is the Omani people are incredibly welcoming. Everywhere you go, when you see them, it's welcome to Oman, hello. It's really warming, isn't it, Han?
It is, yeah. You can turn up in the middle of nowhere, like what we did when we went to get some snacks, and be like, oh hello, welcome. So yeah, very, very, very nice.
Little stop off at the Sinkhole on the way to the Wadi Shab. It's not quite as much to see here, but look at that. Beautiful.
What do they call it?
Take a little swim down there.
Is it a fallen star? It translates to in Arabic.
Bimmah?
Yeah.
Does it?
I'm pretty sure it translates to the fallen star, the Arabic word.
So that's what they think of their sinkhole.
That's what legend has it, that a star fell into it.
A few bathers down there, look.
This is the sinkhole. We've got the bin in it. Come that way. So we're not on the bin.
Don't know the bin. I wanted to show people that, you know, I wanted to show people that the Omani people are very considerate about the clearance of litter. Just seen some mad local jump in from up there. That is not for the faint-hearted. Jesus. How high do you think that was?
40 metres?
No, it's not 40 metres. If a diving board is 10 metres.
The highest one?
Yeah, like at the Olympics.
No, because we jumped off a 10 metre cliff in Canyon.
It was nowhere near 10 metres. The guy said it was 10 metres, but it wasn't. That's about, from the bottom there where he jumped, probably is about 10 metres. Still, I won't fancy that. How deep do you think it is, the water? Give it a Google, let's have a look. So it ranges in depth from a few feet, which is obviously that bit there near the steps where you get in, to nearly 300 feet. So I think you're pretty safe jumping in if you're a strong swimmer. But
imagine how many
I would advise you check the depths first. That's what I used to get told when I was a child.
Yeah, but imagine how many different fish are in there.
There's fish in there?
Yeah. Must be.
We'll soon find out. So So speaking of fishing there, we just found out something very interesting, and I've just actually seen someone doing it down there. You sit on one of them rocks there, all the fish come over, and it's them fish that you have in like pedicure centres when they eat all the dead skin off your feet. So you'd pay a fortune for that back home. So if you're here, you can go in there and get it done for free. But the sinkhole's connected to the ocean via a very small underwater tunnel. So the water is fresh, but it can sometimes taste a little bit salty, which is quite a rare thing. So if that is what floats your boat, then get yourself down to the Bimmah Sinkhole, Oman. So, I mean, I was expecting more, but it's still quite interesting. But the partner here,
I mean, it is interesting, and it definitely looks like what people saw on the vlogs, but I don't know. It's good to maybe come off and see as a like stop off point if you are going somewhere else, like the Wadi Shab.
It's not very fascinating, was your quote off air?
Yes, it's not very fascinating, but it's cool though. So, as many of you know, obviously in most Islam countries you must dress very modestly, got your shoulders covered, covered below your knees. But actually here there's a lot of tourists that I've seen with like shorts, strappy tops on, bikinis as well. So definitely I think the rules are relaxing. Me, I'm dressing rather modestly, and we'll be doing it at the Wadi Shab as well. So yes, just in case you're wondering what you should be wearing. So we're just en route to Wadi Shab now. It takes about 30 minutes from, 25 to 30 minutes maybe, from the Bimmah Sinkhole. We're told that there's a car park, there's toilets there, so we're going to have a quick, maybe, bite to eat of our crisps and then get our stuff on and get going. Is that what you get the dinghy?
Through the ferries.
Your destination is on the right.
Right, I can get in this car park then.
Yeah, I'd say so. Just arrived at the car park.
It's a bit busy.
It's very busy, isn't it?
Dogs there. We parked up the road because the car park down there is full. And now we're going to go down and we're going to pay 1 Omani to get this ferry over. And then we can start our little hike. It's just gone 11 o'clock. Car park's pretty full. So we've had to park a little bit up the road. But here we are, look. The Wadi Shab, Oman. So let's go and find out where we get this little boat. I assume it's here?
Yeah, I think so.
This is crazy, it's like something out of a movie. I'd be interested to see if any movies have actually been filmed here. Probably have, be surprised if not.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, like an Indiana Jones adventure movie. But, so I've seen, we just started the hike now, I've seen mixed reports, shall we say, on different blogs and videos and things. Some people say it's 10 minutes and it's easy, and some people say it's 45 minutes and hard. Come to a bit of a dead end, but I'm going to assume it's round this way. So yeah, as I was saying, some people say it's 45 minutes and difficult, so it's time to find out, I guess. But it's 45 minutes until you get to the first pool, and then there's 3 different pools that you can go and swim in. Some of them are a bit more tetchy, a bit more sketchy, a bit more narrow than others. But I think we can go in all of them, won't we? And there's a bit apprehensive, I believe.
It's when they get like really narrow and you might feel a bit claustrophobic, but I've got the time. I don't know why, but I was expecting it to be really quiet, were you? It's like we're walking through the Wild West, baby. Yeah! Let's just step over that.
So about 20 minutes into the walk. I wouldn't say it's difficult by any stretch, but there is very uneven terrain, as you can see on the rocks down here. Put the camera on them rocks there. So Absolute necessity that you wear trainers or hiking boots.
Trainers at the least, isn't
We have
it?
seen some people walking in flip-flops and struggling, and they're going to roll their ankle.
This is insane.
It is. It's very slicky here.
Yeah, you've got to be careful. Don't try and go further away.
Alright.
See what people mean now by how much they enjoy and look forward to getting into the water once they've done the walk. We've come here in December time, so it's technically winter, but it's still pretty humid, it's pretty cloudy, but still very much looking forward to a dip.
28 degrees, but in the summertime it gets up to 50, so you can imagine what it's like then.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's a hard hike, is it?
It's not a hike, but it's slippy in places.
I've had to take my shoes off and put my flip-flops on.
Holding numpty here with the flip-flops. I'll tell you what, let me give you a big recommendation actually.
The shoes.
The water shoes. Would be an absolute godsend.
The trainers are more slippy when they're wet than these. But every single person we've seen has the water shoes on, like most people.
I'll tell you what, as a HJ Visuals exclusive, at the end of this video, we will tell you exactly what you need to bring to the Wadi Shab. Great view.
Incredible. Good.
We just made it into the second pool here. Bit of a trail, bit of a hold up, but look at that. Incredible. Right, on to the next pool we go. It's slippy in here on these rocks.
Yeah.
Some of them.
The green ones.
The green ones are lethal. Ah. A jump there, look. I think my head's a bit big for this. Let's give it a go anyway. Let's go. This is the narrowest cave. Gets you into pool 3. So it's a bit touchy actually. Look at this.
I'm just putting my flip-flops.
Watch out.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Go on, Hunt. Yeah, it's like at the colour of the water.
Wow.
Can you get your head through there?
Yeah.
Drink I can.
Just about.
Got a big GoPro man.
Oh, that's... You need to go down a bit.
Bloody hell. I'll swim underneath it a bit.
There's some like proper rescues here.
Doggy paddle. Nice. Look at this. Unbelievable. Back we go. There's blue. I've dip under here, look man, won't fit. Bit of a squeeze. Very elegant. Look at that swimmer. The way back is easier than the way forward. We know where all the rocks are, we know where the deep bits are. It's a doddle. It is. Must admit, it is quite lethal in some places. But, as long as you watch yourself, it's fine. Look at these rock formations. Oh, camera girl. Just in summary, just very quick now. Wadi Shab, get it on your Oman itinerary list because it's fantastic, well worth it. It's about an hour and a half from Muscat, well worth the drive. As I said in the video, I recommend you take the water shoes. As well as this, you need to remember cash for the boat, water, snacks, dry clothing, a towel, and also a waterproof case for your phone so you can take some pictures along the journey. If you have a car, there's plenty of parking nearby the Wadi Shab. If you don't worry, you can take the bus trip, or there's a lot of private tours as well, so you can take the taxi. The following day we had a private tour of Muscat, which I would highly recommend. The tour guides are licensed to take you around all the sites, which is required by law at some locations. We visited the Grand Mosque, the Grand Opera, Old Muscat and the Portuguese forts. You can be in the video if you want.
Placed our shoes in the shoe rack. We're going to head inside now to the actual mosque itself.
This is the second biggest carpet in the world.
The second biggest carpet in the world?
Yes. The first one in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
So this is where the men come to pray. Not all the time, either in here or outside. It's absolutely breathtaking in here.
Yeah.
It's like, just like I don't know, it's more like normal. With pieces, they make it here together.
The chandelier as well that is in here is the largest chandelier in the world. 1,122 Swarovski crystals, was it, or lights?
Swarovski lamps.
Swarovski lamps.
Was it crystals?
Probably both.
We better check.
But look at that.
It's quite magnificent. There's 22 tons of carpet in here.
How much does a chandelier weigh?
11 tons chandelier.
You need a crane to carry that off. It's that big.
They hear what the Imam say, that the man was,
right,
and then they pray.
Yeah.
But everything say.
Very black and white. Oh well.
Sorry, James.
No, it's not your fault.
really very interesting to see
Yeah. Oh well.
because of that.
So sadly the National Opera House is closed due to the national mourning of one of the sheikhs. So we're on to our next spot now. Catch you there. So we're just in the Souq, which is on the edge of the fort in Old Muscat.
It's cool. Man's trying to make some sales on me.
Me? Me?
Man.
Good morning, ma'am. Hello.
Hey. No, thank you. Okay. No, it's okay, thanks. No jewellery today.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Welcome. I'm selecting
Oh, one of the hats.
Look inside.
Looking good. Let me just try the hat.
Big size.
Yeah, he's got a big
he's
head.
got a big head, you see.
Purchased his first hat.
Oh, look. Get a video of me and Bassam and we can, you know,
Welcome to Oman.
we got the hats.
He's like Omani now.
Yes.
He's my brother from another mother. Because of the good occasion. Yeah.
Here we are, we're now in Old Muscat, and here is the Sultan's old palace. He doesn't live there anymore, but he used to. Look at that. Nice gold and blue architecture there.
And the Sultan owns everything in this region, so Bassam said that a lot of rich Omanis used to live in this area, but now it is owned by the Sultan.
This. All very grand. Still see the mountains in the background. The old Portuguese fort building over there, which we're going to go to later. All the gardens nicely flowered.
Very pristine.
Very pristine.
ابو محمد انا تواصلت مع هذا الشخص اتصلت فيه اسمه ابو عبد الرحمن. يريد يعرف موديل السياره كم. يريد يعرف.
These Portuguese forts, they only closed in the 70s, but they're closed to the public unfortunately because of the proximity to the palace. So you'd be able to see right in, even though he doesn't live there anymore. But it's a shame that we can't go into these forts because they'd be quite interesting to see what they're like inside, but rules are rules. Look at the watchtower up there. That's it.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
On our final day in Oman, we took a boat from Muscat to the Daymaniyat Islands, a wonderful nature reserve with fantastic beaches and marine life, including turtles and whale sharks. The boat takes roughly 45 minutes, and this is where the islands are located geographically from Muscat.
Cold.
That was warm.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where did you go? So we are just on the Daymaniyat Islands. Our boat is just over there. Just trying to find some turtles. I've seen a couple poke their heads up. Let's see if we can see any more.
just spotted about 5 turtles together. Do a lot of conservation work for the turtles around here. Just keep them in their natural habitats and things like that. So they're quite strict. You have to stay 2 metres away from all the turtles, give them their space, let them come up for air, all that kind of thing. You're not allowed to touch them. And it's pretty cool. The Daymaniyat Islands consists of 6 islands, and we visited 3 of them. This is us here on the way to our 3rd island, which was our final stop off of the tour.
Our last stop off for our Daymaniyat Islands, which is like where people come to have a camp or barbecue. We're just heading up a little pathway now, but it's absolutely stunning, isn't it, Jim?
Yeah, it's not much of a mountain to climb.
Yeah, we're just going to walk up this little hill there.
That's where we have a barbecue in the camp down there. Yeah.
It smells good actually, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's there. I think my back's burning.
That's a good job we put a bit of cream on, isn't it? A bit more after you've been snorkeling. So James went for a little bit of a snorkel in the bit where it's called, I think they called it the Black Tip Bay, was it?
There's a black tip shark around there.
But James didn't see any.
I didn't see one, but all the other guys said that they saw like 4 or 5.
But they were really far out,
they're
weren't
massive
they?
liars. Or I'm just not very good at spotting sea life.
How blue it is.
Loads of beaches. One there, look. One there. Big one there. One there. But this is my favourite here. Just out the back. Look at them white sand on there. Beautiful clear water. And then we're just having a walk over the rocks. How far down do you want to go? Do you want to go right to the end? Let's have a walk right down to the end down there. Rocks in the crocs. We only booked the trip to visit these islands at the very last minute after a recommendation from the staff at the hotel we were staying at, and we were very lucky because it was one of our favourite experiences of the holiday. So please do not miss a visit to the Daymaniyat Islands if you visit Oman. Once again, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll leave you with one last fact about Oman before the end of the video. Thanks again, see you next time.
There's something that I find very fascinating about Oman is the fact that the country refuses to build skyscrapers, and basically all the other countries in this region, they build skyscrapers to attract tourism, where Oman actually does the opposite, and it doesn't build skyscrapers to attract tourism. And that way, when you're in the city or when you're driving down the highway or wherever you're going, you can still see the mountainous landscapes